Good afternoon. Welcome to Bethel University's Winter 2024 Commencement Ceremony. We are glad that you are here to celebrate your graduate. If you are able, please rise and stand for the processional.
evening. Please be seated. My name is Robin Reilersdam, and I have the honor of serving as the provost at Bethel University. My name is not Ross Allen, who is the 6th president of Bethel University, and unfortunately, President Allen is ill and unable to join us tonight. And those of you who know him know how much he loves being around people and celebrating moments like this. And so you'll understand how disappointed he must be. But I am here to welcome you to this commencement ceremony and invite you all to join us at the reception afterward, and for those who are able to stay, a commencement celebration dinner in our dining center. To start, I'm going to share the message that President Allen wants to give you, the graduates, on this very special evening. So from Ross Allen: families, friends, and other special guests of our graduating students, we especially welcome you and acknowledge and celebrate your part in making your students' dream possible. Students, I hope that tonight you feel the love and support all around you. And let's be honest, I hope you feel a little bit of relief too. Students, would you take this moment to thank your family and friends for all they've done for you? Will you stand up, turn around, and give them a round of applause? Well done. For some families, your student represents the first generation that will graduate from college or receive an advanced degree. This is a tremendous achievement, and it has the potential to transform the legacy of your family for generations. So I'd like to ask each of our students who are first generation either to receive a college degree or to be the first in your family to achieve a master's or a doctorate, would you stand so we can honor you and your families? Would you stand up, please? Students, it's appropriate to specifically say thank you to you. Thank you for enriching our community by sharing your perspectives, your experiences, your talents and interests, and your willingness to learn. You are Bethel, and we are better because you have been here. For many of you, your time at Bethel has been shaped by challenges you never anticipated. Some of you faced unexpected obstacles, changes in your career, personal hardships, or the need to care for loved ones alongside the rigorous demands of your studies. At times, you may have doubted whether you could or even should continue, but you did, and here you are. Tonight is a celebration of your determination and your perseverance, and we are so proud of you. The resilience, empathy, and tenacity you've developed will serve you well as you step into the next chapter of your journey. Through your Bethel experience, you've also developed meaningful, caring relationships with your faculty, coaches, staff, and your fellow students. Some of these friendships will last a lifetime and even for eternity. You have learned under the counsel and education of incredible faculty, some of whom will be mentors and friends throughout your life and career. At Bethel, we are dedicated to developing academically excellent and well-rounded leaders and servants who go out into a world desperately in need of hope, peace, and joy. Just as importantly, we desire that each of you know that you are loved. You are loved by each other, and most importantly, by a God who loves you far beyond what you might comprehend, enough to give his son for you so that you can have a relationship with him. We often ask, how do we assess the achievement of our mission at Bethel? As our founder said over 150 years ago, we measure it in the lives and work of our graduates. Tonight, we have the privilege to hear personal and wise words from 3 of our student speakers, Patrick, Rashane, and Elijah. We will have the joy of hearing these 3 unique testaments to God's faithfulness to their own willingness to boldly embrace change and to hear the ways in which God works through key relationships to provide encouragement and care at just the right time. Like these students, our hope is that each of you graduates leaves tonight confident in these three things. First, that you are well prepared, knowing that you have received an outstanding education that has equipped you with the knowledge and skills necessary to jump right into a career. Second, that you feel a sense of purpose, that you can combine courage with humility as you prayerfully consider what God has for you, where you are being called, and what your next step may be. And finally, that you embrace a faith you have made your own, that we have allowed you to ask questions, have walked alongside you through doubts and hardships, and that tonight you graduate knowing that God is deeply invested in you and in who you are becoming. We hold these as essential to the enduring value of a faith-based, Christ-centered education. Consider them as a part of your Bethel Graduates Toolkit. So yes, we want you to be prepared for a career, but more essential, we want you to be prepared for a life lived well. And so, these closing words from President Allen: now may you go out into the world with boldness, confidence, humility, and unwavering trust in the faithfulness of our God, who will be with you always. Congratulations, Bethel University class of 2024.
Hi there. I want to welcome you to Commencement, December 2024, Bethel University Benson Great Hall. And it's so fun that we have three of our schools represented tonight, so welcome. And it's such a great night to celebrate the end of your academic journeys for all of you, the graduates. You have worked hard to earn the right to sit in those seats right now, so enjoy them. I hope they're very comfortable for you. And for For those of us who are faculty and staff and administrators, this is what we work for. This is the favorite night of the whole journey here. So I am glad and I am honored to celebrate you tonight, and I want you to enjoy it. It's exciting to realize that not one of you sitting here tonight is the same person that applied to Bethel months ago, and for some of you, maybe years ago. And that's really exciting because sitting amongst you are stories of celebration, stories of maybe crisis or tragedy, maybe stories of change or promotion or transformation or dedication, and that's what fills this auditorium. You accepted the challenge to embark on an intentional opportunity and journey to learn and to grow and to be and to become who God had in mind for you at the very beginning of your life. And I know the emotions are high. And you know what? I can identify with you because 27 years ago tonight, and I know some of you weren't even born yet, but 27 years ago tonight, I sat where you are as I was earning my graduate degree in organizational leadership. And I can remember some of what I was feeling that night. The first thing was like relief. You know, I made it. It was just that big sigh. But then part of it was disbelief. You know, I made it. And then there was this moment of pride. And I hope you have this as well. It's like, I made it. And I made it through all that had happened and transpired during those years of that graduate program. And during that time, you know, I was with family, I was working, I had children, there were graduations. Unfortunately, my father passed away during that time. Life kept happening, and yet I was sitting there, right where you are. And I also sat with new friends that had become like family through our academic journey. And it was also bittersweet as I sat there. Maybe you're thinking this, because I knew this moment was never to be again. Maybe you can identify. So, what is commencement and why do we celebrate it? Well, commencement honors you, the graduates, as well as all of the families and the friends and the coworkers that walked alongside you throughout this whole process. And for tonight, it means that you have completed all of the academic requirements to earn your degree. And so it's a celebration. It's a celebration that has been impacted by academics, by careers, by job changes, job losses, faculty, life, but it's been impacted by sacrifice. Not only did you sacrifice, all those dollars to do this, but you sacrificed emotions, you sacrificed time and resources. And no two stories, if we had the time, are alike, if we heard them from you. But it's also a celebration impacted by journeys graced with tenacity, perseverance, hard work, long nights, something called grit. While at the same time representing journeys of faith and hope and vision and determination, and maybe a little bit of relief. You've heard that word a couple of times already tonight. In order to enter new chapters in life that will be filled with passion and possibility and opportunity, and maybe laced with a little bit of caution along the way. So commencement signifies the beginning of something new because something else has ended, and in this case, your academic journey has ended, and ahead are all kinds of opportunities and maybe job changes, job careers, promotions, internships, and maybe there's not something major on the horizon yet, but you are walking out of here tonight with a great and fortified with confidence that is really engaging everything about you as you move forward with your experiences and information. So what's next? God talks to Isaiah in chapter 43, and I love this verse. He says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and streams in the desert." So God's words really do generate for us an exciting understanding of the present and the future, but we have to let go of the past. I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? My hope and desire for each one of you tonight is that you will look to God for wisdom. Ask him for insight and revelation and understanding. And really, one of my very favorite verses is also in the book of Isaiah, and God says this. He promises that when we turn to him, and these are his words, he says, "Your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it,' when you turn to the right and whenever you turn to the left." So my challenge to you is don't hesitate to take that walk into your new tomorrows holding God's hands, because I guarantee that if you keep your mind on the presence of God for all your next steps as you commence, he will open and direct the ways for you. Will you stand with me and join with me in prayer, please? Thank you, dear God, for your love and leadership in our lives. We come to you right now at this most beautiful time of the year, celebrating your birth. Emmanuel, God with us, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. In your word, God, you promise us that where two or three are gathered together, you are there too. Well, we have more than two or three in this auditorium tonight, so we know you are here with all of us smiling and laughing, applauding, crying, loving, and cheering, more than we can ever imagine. Thank you for this ceremony and celebration tonight and sharing it with us. I pray that each one of us will feel your presence in a very special way. Thank you for this place called Bethel, House of God, for our leaders, our faculty, our staff, our administrators, and our students, and the opportunity that you have given to each of us to live life together for a moment in time. I pray, ask, and anticipate that you will keep each one of us teachable yet for the next few minutes in this very special classroom, that during this time of commencement, we will allow ourselves to be impacted in new and refreshing ways through the words, music, and messages that we hear. As we invoke your presence into this celebration ceremony, we stand on the words written by Paul in Thessalonians. Because we know that this extraordinary day is just ahead, we pray. We pray that our God will make you fit for what he's called you to be. Pray that he'll fill your good ideas and acts of faith with his own energy so that it all amounts to something. If your life honors the name of Jesus, he will honor you. We love and we honor you, precious God. Amen. Please be seated.
Hello, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Elijah Hess, and I'm graduating today with a degree in biology. It's an honor, and I'm very humbled to stand before you all today as we come together and celebrate this moment. You know, I'm going to start out by asking something a little odd, but I want everyone to just simply raise their hand. Even, yes, faculty and parents. Everyone just raise their hand. Raise it up, raise it up. I need everyone to raise their hands. Okay. Good. All right, now raise your hand just a little bit higher to where you get to the max. Good. All right. Now you can put it down. Now let me ask you a question. Why didn't you give 100% the first time I asked you? Why didn't you give everything you had when you had the chance? You see, our world is just full of people who do just enough to get by, who give a portion of their effort, but not everything. They give enough to stay afloat, just enough to scrape by. For example, how about my sophomore year A tag, beginning piano? Oh man. Sitting in a room full of pianos, for anyone that took it, it clearly was classmates who did not give 100% to practicing and perfecting the piece. And honestly, it was probably it was a really bad experience because not only did none of us know how to play, we're all beginners, we also were required to play at the same time. And let me tell you, it was a train wreck. You know, we had a few students playing an F key, a few students playing an A, some even playing a C key, when in reality we were all supposed to probably be playing a G, and so it sounded awful, right? But as graduates of Bethel, is that really how we want to approach life? Do we want to be like everyone else, just getting by and sounding like a full room of beginning piano players? Or do we want to stand out and give it our all and sound like a wonderful piano piece? As Christians, we know that giving 100% isn't about achieving perfection. It's about offering all ourselves to the Lord and making sure that we glorify Him in everything we do. Now, not all of us are equipped with the skills to go out and publicly preach the gospel. But you know what we all have the ability to do? We all have the ability to give 100%. And when we do that, it speaks just as loudly, if not more, than words ever could. I heard this from a pastor once, and I want you guys all to think about this. He said, as Christians, this life is the closest thing to hell we'll ever experience. But for non-believers, this life is the closest thing to heaven they'll ever experience. Now think about that for a moment. If this world is the closest thing to heaven a non-believer will ever know, shouldn't we as Christians make it our mission to reflect the light of Jesus every single day? Every single day, through every interaction, every task, every moment. We should be striving to make this world more like the world we are promised in heaven. And it starts with giving everything we have, every ounce of effort, every breath, every action. But let me be clear. Like I said, 100% is not perfection. I think sometimes we get caught up in the idea that we have to be perfect in everything we do. But that's not the case. Giving 100% is about persistence. It's about pushing through when things get tough, and it's about never, ever giving up. Bethel, I promise you this. We are going to fail. We're going to mess up. We are going to face challenges, and we'll see others who are honestly better than us in every single area. But you know what? I really believe as graduates of Bethel, there will be no one who can outwork us. As Christians, we know that we have a spirit of lion living within us, and with that kind of strength, there is no excuse for giving everything that we've got. Think about the heroes of the Bible. Noah was a drunk. Abraham was too old. Peter denied Christ. Elijah was suicidal. Joseph was abused. But yet, God used all these men in mighty ways to change the world. So Bethel, what's our excuse? You know, what's holding us back from being used for great things in this world? God has a plan for each of us, and He's waiting for us to step in and give Him our all. Bethel, I want to leave you with this thought. My soon-to-be father-in-law had a life-altering stroke when he was just 40 years old. He lost all the movement in the right side of his body, and he basically lost all of his speech. He could have easily given up, right? I mean, he had every reason to throw in the towel and let life pass him by. But instead, when you ask him to do something, or when you see him working throughout his day, his favorite response is, "Why not?" He could have chosen to give up, but instead, he chooses to keep going. And that's the attitude I want to encourage you all to adopt. Bethel, why not? Why not give 100%? Why not push through the challenges? Why not make this world a little more like heaven by doing everything with all that we've got? Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. Thank you.
How am I supposed to top that? Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. It's been a ride. Class of 2024, what a journey. Today we celebrate a milestone that represents not just the completion of a degree, but the transformation of our minds, hearts, and lives. As I stand here, I reflect on how my time at Bethel has profoundly enriched my life by teaching me to embrace change as a pathway to growth and purpose. Change is something that many of us fear, but Bethel has taught me to see it differently. I'll never forget one pivotal moment during a one-on-one meeting with Professor Nikki Daniels. It was near the end of my journey here, and I asked the question that had been weighing on me. How do I apply everything that I've learned throughout the course of my degree? Her response was both simple and profound. You already have the foundations. Now continue to build on them. She went on to highlight qualities in me that I hadn't realized that I had, an acute insight into what others need, a natural ability to connect with people, and the courage to act on my convictions. Her words were eye-opening, inspiring, and affirming. She helped me to see that the skills and principles I've gained at Bethel aren't just tools for today, but for a foundation for lifelong growth. I also remember engaging in an online forum for my Leading in Change class, grappling with the weight of embracing change in my own life and work. That evening, I read her responses to my reflections. Her words struck a chord. Real change begins within us. She challenged me to start small, to apply what we know, where we are, and trust the process of growth. For me, this resonated deeply, especially in the context of my passion for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Professor Daniels' feedback helped me to see DEI not as an abstract concept, but as a personal calling. She encouraged me to ask, what can I do now to make a difference? That question changed the way I approach my work and life. I've started integrating DEI principles into my organization and mentoring others with a renewed sense of purpose. See, this is Bethel. See, this is what Bethel does. Not only equips us with knowledge, but also nourishes our faith, affirming that our work, whatever that may be, is an act of worship. As I look at my own career, from managing development projects for the city of Minneapolis or mentoring at-risk youth, I see how the lessons from Bethel have prepared me to embrace change with humility, courage, and faith. To my fellow graduates, today marks the end of one chapter, but the beginning of an even greater story. The journey ahead will bring challenges and opportunities, but remember this, change is not the enemy. It's the doorway to growth, the stage for faith, and the path for fulfilling God's purpose in our lives. So as we leave this place, I challenge you to build on the foundation Bethel has given us. Lead with courage, embrace change, serve with empathy, and trust that God will continue to guide our steps. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
will attempt to follow both of those awesome speeches. Hello, Bethel University graduate class of 2024. First off, congratulations, everyone. Speaking from personal experience, I know that no shortage of time, effort, and sacrifice has gone into you all being here today. You did it, and you should be celebrated today for this amazing accomplishment. I was blown away by the invitation to speak today, but if I'm being fully transparent, I had many reservations about accepting this honor. I struggled to think of what I would share with such a diverse crowd of graduates with various degrees, backgrounds, and aspirations for what this degree will even aid them. But after some deliberation and prayer, I ultimately obviously accepted. What I decided is I can only share my story, and hopefully for some of you, it may help as you navigate your next steps and preceding career choices. I'm graduating today with a master's in K-12 education, but teaching is a second career for me. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin-South in 2010 with a degree in service management. If you are unfamiliar with a service management degree, so was I. My main understanding at the time is it's basically a business degree. I just don't have to take all the hard business classes, so sounded pretty good to me. After graduating, I was still unsure of what I wanted to do. I stumbled into the world of business and sales. I discovered that while I didn't have any real passion for sales, I did have some natural talent for selling. So over the next 12 years, I sold everything from rental cars to textbooks to business software to air purifiers, like industrial warehouse air purifiers. Along the way, receiving various promotions, accolades, and most importantly, fantastic commission checks. It was during this time in my life I began volunteering in a rec center in Minneapolis, coaching middle school football and basketball for the North Minneapolis Harrison Park Hornets. Every day I worked with 12 to 14-year-old boys from some of the most challenging of backgrounds. Most days after practice and after dropping the last of them off, I would find myself sitting in the car, smiling, thinking about how rewarding and how much fun the last few hours had been. I could see, I loved it. I could see the tangible difference being made in these boys' lives, seeing kids with violent pasts behaving like respectful young men, hearing kids with no prior interest in learning sharing with me what they wanted to be when they grew up. So in May of 2022, I discussed with my wife, who a month prior had delivered our first child, and I let her know that I wanted to leave my high-paying, work-from-home, cushy job in sales, go back to school, and become a high school teacher and coach. As you can imagine, she was thrilled. And although I could see the concerns on her face as we talked through our finances and the uncertainty of this decision, she was 100% behind me and supported me in chasing my dream and following this walk. And so the journey began. It was not without challenges. I was a first-year teacher with 0 prior teaching experience, attending graduate school full-time. My day consisted of teaching about 120 students while simultaneously writing tomorrow's curriculum, followed by 2-hour football or basketball practice, all while fulfilling my duties as a husband and a new father. Then, finally, when our daughter was asleep and decided to stay asleep, nights were spent grading and ensuring all my homework was done by midnight on Sunday. I know that my challenges are not all that unique. Many of you could echo similar trials and tribulations, but these challenges we faced should make today all that much sweeter. Each of you took this journey with hopes and dreams of improving your current job, future careers, or maybe just enhancing your life. My hope for all of you and myself is that this degree, and more importantly, the knowledge and skills we obtained while achieving it, will open the door for our greater purposes. That with continued hard work, dedication, sacrifice, today will mark a fresh beginning in uncovering or continuing your walk in life. Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's something my father always told me. Although, Dad, in researching this, I found out it's actually a Confucius or a Mark Twain quote. They both get credit for it. I'm glad you shared it with me, though, because I'm 3 years into my teaching career and a master of education, and I finally get to drive to work every day knowing that I'm doing something that I love. So my parting words are to my fellow educators. May God give you the strength to approach each day with positivity and determination for your cause. May he give you the words to open the curious minds of your students, and at times the words to comfort and console the ones who need it the most. And that God keeps that fire burning in your soul, that what you are doing is one of the most important jobs on this planet. Be proud to call yourself a teacher. I know I am. My high school recently finished up our first trimester. Teachers in here know there's nothing better than a student letting you know how you've positively impacted them. I received a letter from a student, which I left in my car. But it poured gasoline on my burning fire. It read, Dr. Mingleco, Dear Mr. Mingleco, I am sending this thank you note because you really helped me during a dark time. I was filled with anxiety and was facing depression, and it ended up being the best parts of my day were business management and advertising and sales. This is all due to your teaching style and outgoing personality. Thank you. Educators, go out and be the positivity your students desperately need. And everyone else in here, may your future careers give you this same purpose. May you leave today and continue to spread positivity that this world needs in everything you do and in everyone you encounter. God bless you all. Thank you.
Well, thanks to our student speakers. Congratulations. Way to go. It's a big day for all of you. It's a special day that is one full of milestones and new beginnings, and it is my great honor to welcome each of you to the Bethel University Alumni Association. For a few short years, you've been called a student here at Bethel, but today you step into something that will define you for the rest of your life. You are now Bethel alumni. You join a remarkable community of over 50,000 individuals who have gone before you. They've carried the Bethel standard into every field, from hospitals to classrooms and boardrooms and research labs, each one of them using their careers, their talents, and their lives to bring light and hope into the world. And now it's your turn. So we pray, all of us up on the stage and all of your faculty and staff and administrators, we pray that just as the alumni who went before you, you will experience the lasting impact of a Bethel education on your relationships, on your faith, your career, and your sense of belonging in this world. You're part of a legacy that stretches far beyond these walls, and as you walk forward, we trust that Bethel will walk with you. So today we send you forth, not just as graduates, but as lifelong members of the Bethel family. And just like any good family, our hope is that you will stay connected, that you'll remain, that those years will be meaningful. These years of connections will be meaningful. We want to hear from you, so don't lose touch. Let us know what you're up to, where you are, and come and visit when you can. We'll continue to support you as you move forward, offering network opportunities, events, and resources that will keep you connected to each other. So as you move into this next chapter, remember that you have a chance to continue making a difference in the world, not just through your work, but through your willingness to stay engaged with Bethel. Whether it's supporting a fellow alumnus, connecting with a former professor, or contributing to the university's mission, we ask that you carry Bethel with you by sharing your Bethel story. And finally, one last thing. As you go out into this world, don't forget to display your diploma proudly. It's not just a piece of paper, it's a testament to the growth and the faith and the friendships that you've gained here. And perhaps most importantly, it's a reminder that God has been at work in your life here, and he's sending you out to continue that work. So today we celebrate all that you've accomplished, and we celebrate what lies ahead. And we send you out tonight into a world desperately in need of people of hope, just like you. So well done, graduates. You've worked hard to get here, and the Bethel University Alumni Association is proud of you. We will be cheering you on every step of the way. Congratulations again, and welcome to the Bethel alumni family.
Provost Reilersdam, to an honor to present the graduates. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science Nursing please stand? Provost Rylersdam, these students have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science Nursing, and have been approved by their departments and Bethel University faculty. I present them to you for the conferral of the degree.
Thank you. Inasmuch as you have successfully completed the prescribed course of study, and upon recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Bethel University Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to confer upon each of you respectively the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science Nursing, with all the rights and responsibilities of the degree. You may now move your tassel on your cap from right to left, signifying that you are the proud holder of a bachelor's degree. Congratulations. You may be seated, and I now invite all bachelor's graduates to come to the program to receive their diplomas as the marshals direct.
Isaac Michael Call. Christopher Marcus Chapin. Isaac Michael Cockey. Jamie Marie Alejandra Meyer. Rebecca Rose Robinson. Gabe Donald Seiler. David Philip Colonite. Catherine Jean Elizabeth Storley. Levi Harley Case. Elias Daniel Fries. Primo Von Hill. Madeline May Kurth Meeker. Alex Thomas Domeyer. Kate Elizabeth Nettie Green. Elijah Harley Hess. Serena Danielle Hodge. Brooklyn K. Husinger. Emma June Moan. Katrina Marie Olson. Hunter Austin Pratt.
Yeah, Hunter!
Renee Anna Virtue. Alia Carolyn Anderson. Bethany Immabet Brocker. Grace Elizabeth Collins. Kendall Lynn Cox. Ethan Michael Dillner. Jack Stephen Dobrinsky.
Go City.
Drew J. Dunwald. Christopher Gordon Hall. Daniel Joseph Herzog. Jacob Charles Holman.
Hold it.
Lauren Page Hown. Lauren Mary Johnson. Arena Lazareva. Jedrick Paul Marchiniak. Carson Daniel McCalvey. Micah John Newald.
Yeah, Mike.
Gail Ramirez. Sydney Marie Scholl. Matthew Edward Spellbring. Elise Grace Tyberg. Olivia Kaylee Williams. Elena Marie Kaluski. Erin Colleen O'Neill. Aglaya Hovey. Lily Rose Canfield. Hannah Beth Elliott. Jonah Philip Elliott. Corrine Hannah Gole. Sarah Estelle Green. Jolene Ray Hunder. Alexandria Colleen Jensen. Loudon Charles Johnson Rusco. Kaya Grace Kennedy. Megan Joy Nelson. Sophia Marie Pixley. Hannah Nicole Weber. Molly K. McFadden. Sebastian Isaiah Studier. Anna Michelle Olson. Aria Clarita Parker. Kale Solomon Sams. Sydney K. Tiffany. Ian Estel Young. Reed Anderson Stoffer. Matthew John Gravermone. John Edward Stromberg. Colin John Byer. Catherine Sophia Bursma. Emery Elvira May Lortzen. Alyssa Cherstina Malyon. Audrey Marie Mulcahy. Jasmine Melissa Seibel. Jill Ellen Erickson. Cree Moo. Faith Ann Boone. Anthony James Knott. Shamika Lowe. Anthony Lund. Vivian Devone Might. Coral Weimer. Ka Yang. Meng He. Deborah Orange. Rashane DeWays Bryant. Let's give the bachelor's recipients a round of applause. Will the candidates for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science please stand? Provost Rylersdam, these students have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science, and have been approved by their programs and the Bethel University faculty. I present them to you for conferral of degree.
Thank you. Inasmuch as you have successfully completed the prescribed course of study, and upon recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Bethel University Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to confer upon each of you respectively the degrees Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science with all the rights and responsibilities of the degree. Congratulations. You may be seated, and now I invite all the master's graduates to come to the platform and to receive their diplomas as the marshals direct.
Vidal Baez Fortunato. Amy Michelle Bush. Jason Dickinson. Catherine Lynn Dunham. Matthew Flynn. Holly Maria Haugen. Amanda McCulloch. Ryan McKimmons. Matthew Pearson. Kristen Vigorin. Kara Walensky. Amanda Basara. Danielle Bover. Angela Rose Cope. Teresa Faith Depute. Nicole Suzanne Eldred. Ashley Gritner. Jennifer Lynn Case Johnson. Sophie Koloski. Amanda Nicolette Coop. Susan Lehman. Philip McBride. Catherine McGill. Jared Mondlock. Shelley Elizabeth Moses. Ryan Joseph Oden. Megan Marie Reinerson. Patrick Mengolko. Chad Schlosser. Carlin Shanley. Albert Lee Smith. Charlotte Simmons. Luke John Starr. Simone Starr. Clinton Thomas Young. Victoria Michelle Barger. Tyron Quinn Christensen. Luis Dubon Gonzalez. Ching La Shong. And let's give the master's graduates an applause. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Education please stand? Provost Rylersdam, these students have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Doctor of Education and have been approved by their program and Bethel University faculty. I present them to you for conferral of degree.
Thank you. Inasmuch as you have successfully completed the prescribed course of study, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Bethel University Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Education, with all the rights and responsibilities of the degree. Congratulations. I now invite the doctoral graduates to come to the platform to receive their diplomas.
As these graduates cross the stage to receive their hoods and their diplomas, I will read their name, and the title of their doctoral thesis. Anthony Carroll Alberts, The Association Between Organizational Factors and Teachers' Burnout and Attrition. Erica Michelle Betcher, Investigating the Relationship Between Emotional Intelligence and Burnout Among Special Education Teachers in Iowa. Tamara Marie Dobbins, The Impact of a Label, the relationship between perception of care and outlook of future aspirations as influences of identity for students who receive special education services. Dominique Isa Dines, More Mirrors in Leadership for Latina Students, a quantitative study on the retention and attrition of K-12 Latina principals in the United States. Jason Robert Minth, Teachers' Attrition, Relationship Between Principals' Communication and Teachers' Job Satisfaction. Dharmisha Taylor Narayanan, Understanding the Lived Experiences of Special Education Teachers Tasked with Ensuring Parental Involvement in Special Education Processes. Jody Michelle Wolkerstorfer, I can't believe I messed that one up. I know her well. College students formerly in foster care and basic needs insecurity. And now, let's congratulate the doctoral recipients.
That's a pretty good Friday night in Arden Hills, huh? I like it. Well, I can't follow these speakers, and I can't, believe how impressed I am by everybody here. The themes tonight seem to be of struggle and joy, and that's kind of what I want to talk about really quickly. I've known struggle. My freshman year, my undergraduate program, my favorite professor, a Shakespeare professor, wrote on across the top of my paper, "Do you have a single original thought?" Yeah, I became an English major. As a high school teacher, I had a student say a word that had to get him sent to the principal's office. I'm not going to say that word today. And as a professor, I've been deported from India to Nepal on my birthday. Some of you are with me. So I know what struggle is, but I've known how to keep a sense of humor. I was once told that I can't do the things that I wanted to do, and later I was able to do them, and I think a lot of you guys are in that place today, and we're all really proud of you up here. So I just want to say, before this benediction, that these words are obviously completely lifted from an author. My theological buddy gave me a book by Cole Arthur Riley, an original young poet who understands that all our stories, both tragic and triumphant, compel us forward through life's challenges and accomplishments. And her book is called Black Liturgies, Prayers, Poems, and Meditations for Staying Human. Please buy it at your local independent bookstore. On joy, Riley quotes the historic abolitionist who later became a revivalist preacher, Sojourner Truth, who once said, "Life is a hard battle anyway. If we laugh and sing a little as we fight the good fight of freedom, it makes it all go easier." So as we leave today, I hope that we can recognize the painful and the battle and take it very seriously, but that we can laugh and sing a little as we move forward joyously, just as we're about to move to the BC after my prayer here. So please rise as you're able and pray with me, and remain standing in your seats until the graduates have been dismissed. May you fall in love again and again with the beautiful, and may that enchantment keep you from the captivity of despair and usher you into dreaming. In your beholding, may you become a faithful protector of every person and piece of creation, including the earth that trembles beneath your feet. Go in peace to pay attention. May it be so. Amen.